Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground. And they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. A lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. He picks up the big game.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
The give to the left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gets open down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time on target.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. It's a reverse. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
You know, this offense does a nice job creatively attacking the perimeter of the field. They did it right there with that jet sweep getting the first down.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Seminoles! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Off he goes. Touchdown, no! And once he got loose, it was all over. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Jennings. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking for a man. It's Rashada. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. They're setting up the screen. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Seminoles. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll come out throwing on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Georgia going up tempo.
Brings up second down.
Looking downfield, it's Rashada. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He's got his man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll bring it back. It's Murray. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air, it's Croman Hope. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
They try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
They'll leave it with him. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. A new set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it inside the 10. Nothing but green ahead. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the run.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
This defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a 1st down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback checking the play. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to
Unleashes one deep. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield. That's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Makes the grab over the middle. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Croman Hope. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Looking to move it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. At the 45 on his way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, going up top. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times, because if he outflanks you, he can take it to the distance.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they move the ball down the field and execute.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today, we kicked them in the face?
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll knock him down.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not getting